Hey there, from Area 51 Raceway. How you doing tonight? And I got some driver stations from Slot Car Corner. Now these are available through obviously Slot Car Corner's website, and I got them 2 days ago, but I didn't have a chance to open them up. So I'm going to open them up in front of you and just show you what the driver stations look like. Of course, they got the UPC code. This is for a diagram and then step-by-step installation of these. And these are really easy to do. I have 4 of these up on Hangar 1, and I'm going to install 2 here on Area 51 for the new track. And they're 3 posts. He got me a purple one and a green one. I was really needing a purple one to match the lane colors that I have here. And here's what they look like. Really nice, kit here, and fairly easy to assemble. And what we're going to do is I'm probably going to most likely drill holes maybe in the front of the platform here, or the table. I'm not sure if I want to make a bench for them, but I have them here, and open them up. It's a 3-post non-directional type hookup, and as you see, all the tools here for it and the colors that they need to go to each of the stud for the controllers come with the connectors to connect them with the control stations you have underneath. And this one is a purple one, it looks like, and I'm going to open this, or try and get this open if I can with my nail. And this looks like the purple one for sure. And let me peel it back here, and as soon as I get this piece here, we'll open it up and you'll see what it looks like. There you go. Wow, that looks really nice. That is, as I bumped the camera, a cool color. That's perfect to match my lane. And then I got a greeno, obviously, so if you guys are interested in getting some stations, Slot Car Corner is the place to get them. Really nice. I have a green one as well. So let's open the green one, see what it looks like. And if you forgive the noise, it's my grandson's and the dog's making noise. And I'm going to peel this back so you can see the green. And here are the green ones. And they come on these nice protective covers so you can protect them before you install them, or they don't get messed up in shipping. There you have it, green and purple. Really nice. Like I said, excellent kit. Available from Slot Car Corner. And of course, to give you the UPC, or whatever you call this darn thing, I can't remember what the heck to really call it, if it's UPC or there's another name for it. But it gives you the diagram how to hook them up and the step-by-step instructions how to put them together. So if you guys are needing any stations for your your analog track and hookups, this is a perfect kit to get it. And I want to thank Steve again for sending them to me and getting them to me right away so I can hook these up. All right, we have the driver stations, and you're going to grab these pieces out of the bag, obviously. So this is to mount these 4 pieces onto your, wherever you're going to mount it to, your table or a little spot you choose on your track. And in the bag here, we have the colored discs to make sure you have the correct color hookup. So I've marked these red, black, and white just so you see that I'm going to hook them up that way, and it's just easy to understand. You can get the contents out of the bag. What you're going to do is you're going to get these 3 connectors right here that are just bare metal like this. They don't have an insulating cover. And what we're going to do is we're going to hook up or crimp our wires to these. And what you're going to do is you're going to take, I believe it's 5/16 off of this. And when you put this in, you don't want a strand hanging out, or you don't want it like that. You want it in that position right there with the wire in that spot. And then you're going to crimp it. Okay, so one note I want everybody to make sure that I get clear here. When you crimp those metal connectors to put on the rear of the stations to where you put them on the post, you're going to need these pliers. These are very strong pliers right here. The ones that I have are for more like car electrical, and the reason why is because those connectors are hard steel, and if you try and use like something like how would you say, an automotive one, you're going to have a very difficult time putting those on. And I didn't have any, so I actually improvised, but my wire didn't stay where I want it to go, so it was kind of showing a little, but it was no big deal because it was me. So I was happy with it, because I didn't have the right tool. It was in my toolbox at work, and that's where I usually keep it to do wiring over there. But this one right here is what I'm talking about. You will not be able to crimp those hard metal ones that go on the back of the screws with this here. That is not going to work. This will work with the normal connectors that you get, which is the blue ones, but those heavy metal ones, you're going to need this one right here. This is the correct crimping tool, because this will give you more force to close those and squeeze them mechanically. And this is a off the Slot Car Corner, excuse me, this is off the Home Racing World website, and this is an article showing you how to do it. And as you can see, how much you cut the wire off to expose it, and then you shouldn't be frayed like this. And this is what you want. And this piece right here is what I'm talking about. This metal connector is extremely hard, so you're going to need those other pliers. You make sure you do it. And obviously, you don't want it too short where it's going to be right here, because it's not going to get any contact, and then you're going to have a problem when this puts the controller. So this is how you don't want to do it. Also, you don't want this way up here. You want it right about, well, not like that also. As you can see, no wires fraying out. You basically want it just like that. And this is where you're going to bend this. That's why. And again, these are the pliers that you're going to need to do those barrel ring terminals, which are those ones without the plastic on it. They're extremely hard. These are the proper tools for them. Make sure you use those. As you can see how this is designed, and you're gonna crimp them, and that's what they're gonna look like when you're done. Mine, I have some wire exposed, but it's no big deal. It's because I didn't have the right tool, so I had to improvise. And then you're gonna get your flat pliers, and you're gonna bend it at a 90, as you're gonna see when I show you on the video. I just wanted to state that on these metal barrel connectors, please use the correct tool. And that way you're not using that automotive one, which is fine for the other connectors. They'll work, but for these, you're going to need those real big, those particular ones, or you're just going to have a miserable time trying to crimp them, and you're going to hurt your hand. I had to use another pair of pliers to squeeze the other ones in order to get the crimp I needed. So we're going to go back to the video, and you're going to see how I do this. So you're going to mechanically crimp that, and I had to do it off camera because I didn't have really the greatest tool for it, but that's what you want to do, crimp it. And what you're going to do is you're going to bend this away from this piece here, so you're going to get a pair of pliers. You're just going to bend it like a 90 or an L, just like that. And you want that right there. That's exactly what you want, and this is what's going to go on the back side of this. And the next step you're going to do after you get this crimped in here, you're going to use this flat washer and this brass nut. You go on the underside of this. This is the white's going to go on the end. And you're going to get your white disc, which is what you're going to use for this one, because this is the white wire. And put it on the top. If I can get it out of there, you can start bringing these out. And you go like that. There's your white connecting post. You put your nylock on here. Get a screwdriver. This gets a little tricky here. If you're gonna get like a little electric screwdriver that's small, you could use it. You don't want to use anything like a drill, because that's too powerful. And you get a 9mm nut driver, because it's a 9mm nylock nut, and just thread it all the way down. You could use a wrench, but it would take a while and a little harder, so I would recommend using a nut driver, because a nut driver has a hollow shaft. As you can see, the threaded brass stud or screw will go all the way inside of this tool, and you're just cranking this down till you get it snug. Don't over tighten it. You don't want to break the plastic. There's no need to over tighten it. Get it tight enough to where get it right there. So let me this right there. And I'm going to do just like that. A little tightening, nothing too crazy. There's your white one. What you're going to do is go ahead and repeat the rest of them. and which will be black and red. And when you got this all done, you're ready to mount it and then wire this into your control station. All right, now you can see right here I have these I've crimped these connectors on. And all you're doing is you're getting your plate and you're getting the 3 holes there, obviously, and you're just marking here, here, and here. And you use your drill to drill your holes through right there. And I believe this is 3/16 is what this is. I cannot read it because it's scraped off. But I believe it's 3/16, and that's the perfect size. But again, you get your own drill bit and size it out to make sure I give you the correct size. You can mark them with a marking pen and then drill your holes and then put the screws through. I'm gonna have to get longer ones because this is really thick 2x4. This is meant to go on something, obviously. Uh, the bolts are meant to go only for a thinner piece of wood, but that's no big deal. I'll go get some longer bolts, and they'll work just fine. But they're actually staying in there in place without moving. I really threaded it into the wood pretty good, but I'll still have to take care of that. But it'll work temporarily as soon as I connect it because I want to bring my DeFalco controllers down here and try them out up from Hangar 1. And as I'm running the track and breaking it in with rubber with the other cars that are running by themselves on these 2 controllers down here that I have taped up. So that's pretty much it. Again, this goes to your control block. They're all wired there. They tell you red, white, and black. Make sure you do that. If you have your SCC blocks or whatever wiring you use, make sure you hook up to the right one. And that's it. So that's pretty much the driver station. So I'm going to go ahead and put my green one on and get to it, and I'll be set pretty soon. Hope this video helped you.